A Tale of Two Robots is a more comical short. A Japanese city is attacked by a robot controlled by a human Mojo Jojo, but fortunately the neighborhood had built a robot for the festival? What follows is a battle between the two robots that destroys a lot of the place and ends up with both robots destroyed, and the bad guy escaping in Team Rocket fashion. The short has a second title, A Strange Tale of Meiji Machines, episode of the Red-Haired Man's Invasion. No, Fred. In this case, all of the West are the redhead. Yeah, apparently red-haired was a way to call a foreigner since the Edo period, especially a Dutch person. It could look like racism against the Dutch, but it isn't necessarily negative. The negative term implies they are barbarians. No, this is a term for any Westerner, so it's racism against all non-Asians. There's really not much to say. I like the humorous details, like a person tried to save what they've baked while running. The invading robot being called Tinkerbell is baffling to me.
Why don't you fuck off?
It might be a comment on how the names for these machines can be ridiculous, or maybe it's a comment on how these wonderful machines are pure fantasy. And the Japanese robot, which seems to be wearing a funbashi by the way, could have been the inspiration for the Japanese robot. The difference being that here, his appearance is ridiculously comical, much like the short Stone, and there it's just ridiculous. And the main character carries a jite, so maybe he inspired Otaro as well. Other than that, I can only say it's interesting how the villain is an amalgam of foreign things, wearing clothes that look English, having a name in French, and apparently speaking American. Sarah Palin loved this short, by the way. And all of this suggests how stupid the racism in the use of red-haired would in fact be. It all points to the short, including the use of the word, being to show how silly this division would be. Many shonen tropes become jokes, both invaders and invaded are capable of creating machines, both are extremely incompetent, and even the rising sun, symbol of Japan's glory, is pointed out as a sunset. As in...
But here is where he sets.
With a dash of...
You in my town, and nobody gets to wreck it. Except for me.
Or he's just an amalgam of Dr. Willy with DC's Walrus.